Today.
1819, a child is born in the London palace, caught between two royal uncles, the King of England and the King of the Belgians. She is destined to be a queen and to rule a great empire, unless she is forced to relinquish her power and sign a regency order.
Some people are born more fortunate than others. Such was the case with me. But as a child, I was convinced of quite the opposite. What little girl does not dream of growing up as a princess? But some palaces are not at all what you think. Even a palace can be a prison. Mama never explained why she would have someone taste my food, while I couldn't attend school with other children or read popular books.
When my father died, Mama and her advisor, Sir John Conroy, created rules. He said they were for my protection, and he called it the Kensington system. I could not sleep in a room without Mama, or even walk downstairs without holding the hand of an adult. I learned the reasons for all this when I was 11. My Uncle William was the King of England, yet he and his 3 brothers could boast only one living child.
And that was me. Sir John's dream was that the king would die and there would be a regency, where my mother would rule England and he would rule my mother. So I began to dream of the day when my life would change and I might be free, and I prayed for the strength to meet my destiny.
Are you sure that we are doing the right thing?
We've waited long enough. Now for the last time, you will sign this order.
I will not sign it.
I say you will.
I say I will not.
How dare you!
Don't you see what he wants?
He increases my income once I'm 18 and he asks to see me at court. What is wrong with that?
The king wants to separate you from your mother. He wants to control you, to take you from those who so lamely strive to protect you.
No need to shout. The people will find out our business soon enough without hearing from your lips.
Tell her, make her understand.
What Sir John means is that you are unprepared for the task ahead of you.
And if I am, whose fault is that?
You're too young. You've no experience. You're like a China doll walking over a precipice.
Well then I must smash, for it's too late to mend my ways now. So if you'll excuse me.
But I will not excuse you. Now, this is what you will do. First, you refuse the money and demand that it be given to your mother. Next, you'll appoint me your private secretary from today. Finally, you'll agree to be court regent with the Duchess until your 25th birthday. Neither she nor I will accept less.
You may do what you like with the money. Now, get out of my way. And if you think that I will ever forget that you just stood by silent and watched him treat me thus, you are dreaming.
Whoosh. Okay.
It is with a sense of reverence and honor that I address you, my privy councillors, as your sovereign and queen. I mourn sincerely the death of my dear uncle, the king, but I know I may count on you to serve me as loyally as you served him. I am young, but I am willing to learn, and I mean to devote my life to the service of my country and my people. I look for your help in this. I know I shall not be disappointed. Thank you.
I believe we have a duty to those in need of our protection. It is the business of every sovereign to champion the dispossessed, for no one else will. Take housing, may I show you? Industry is expanding so fast that people are not considering where the workers will live. But I've been experimenting. By building these in units of 2, you can build safe, clean homes for 2 families for lower than the cost. I'm sorry, I don't mean to preach.
No, there's no need to apologize for being passionate. It seems I have a lot to learn, with all my duties, and I do take them very seriously.
I know you do.
But plenty of people will expect me to fail, and there are even more trying to take advantage of my youth and inexperience.
Then they don't know you like I do.
Yeah.
My dear Victoria, while these days may feel landless, please do not lose faith in yourself or your people. We are all allowed to make mistakes, most especially when we have looked to others for guidance.
The storm still rages outside the palace walls. I wonder how if everyone was right. Perhaps I am too young and inexperienced for my position.
Open your mind, examine your choices, and your honesty will take you through the storm. I promise that you can take this work and do it well. You have courage and heart, and you said yourself you're stronger than you look. My dearest child, you will not let me come to you, and that I may deserve. But however you resent me, however I fail, I'm still and always your mother. What troubles you troubles me. What pleases you pleases me. I love you, and my only prayer is that one day you will understand how much. Good night, my Leblin, your own mama.
I'm not forgiven yet.
Not yet, but soon. Just wait for unseasonal weather or the news of some elopement, and it will all be forgotten.
You don't have a very high opinion of ordinary people, do you, Lord Melbourne?
With respect, I've lived longer than your majesty.
I said once I didn't understand whose task it was to see to the public welfare.
Ma'am, in my lifetime, I have seen with my own eyes what happens when a rebel is empowered.
Lord Melbourne, I want a report on living conditions, on parish benefits, housing, all of it, and by the end of the month. And one more thing, I've invited Prince Albert for another visit.
Very good, your majesty.
How dare you speak to me in that way before them? How dare you talk across me as if I were a child?
I did no such thing.
Oh no? You've sorted this, you've sorted that, you and Sir Robert, you and the Duke, and all without reference to me.
Victoria, I thought you'd be pleased.
I will tell you what you thought. You thought that I was a woman, to be petted and passed over and ignored.
Well, it were so simple, then we might avoid more scandals of your making.
Have you lost your mind?
Do you wonder at it? Less than 3 years on the throne, and you and your precious Melbourne have pushed this monarchy to the brink of an abyss.
I've told you before, and I will again. You are my husband here, and that is all.
And that is quite enough, believe me.
I will not have my role usurped. I wear the crown, and if there are mistakes, they will be my mistakes. No one else will make them. No one, not even you.
I'm leaving before you excite yourself and harm the child.
You will go when I dismiss you. I am your queen, and I'm telling you to stay.
Good night, Victoria.
You may not go. You may not go. I order you to stay here in this room. Albert!
May I be honest, ma'am? Even a politician can be honest sometimes. My guidance hasn't always been faultless, and I'm sorry for it. But I speak now as a true friend.
I know.
The prince is a good man, a better man than any of us knew. I know he does not think as well of me. My vanity is not the issue here. He's able, he's clever, and he's faithful. Let him share your work.
Victoria and Albert had 9 children. Among their descendants are the royal families of Britain, Spain, Sweden, Norway, Yugoslavia, Russia, Greece, Romania, and Germany.
Victoria and Albert reigned together for 20 years. Prince Albert died of typhoid at the age of 42.
In memory of her husband, Victoria had his clothes laid out every day until her death, at the age of 81.
Among their accomplishments, Victoria and Albert championed reforms of education, welfare, and industry.
Their unflagging support of arts and sciences are most famously celebrated in Prince Albert's Great Exhibition of 1851.
Victoria remains the longest reigning British sovereign to date.